Good afternoon, and welcome to the commencement exercise for the Custer High School class of 2025. Please join the graduates in standing for the singing of our national anthem by the Custer Junior Senior High School Choir under the direction of Ms. Hannah Riemeyer. Sorry about that. All right, now you can be seated. It's my pleasure to introduce the esteemed guests seated on the stage behind you. Superintendent of Schools Mark Noggle, Assistant Principal Joey Quartermeyer, Assistant Principal Dustin Petz, School Board Member and Board Chair Jeff Barnes, School Board Member and Vice Board Chair Travis Hartshorn, School Board Member Michelle Lehman, School Board Member Larry Baker, School Board Member Heath Rendell, along with Matt Tramp, our commencement speaker, and finally, this afternoon's Master of Ceremonies, Student Body President, Brooke Bennett.
Hello, staff, community members, friends, family, and fellow graduates. I would like to thank you all for joining us today to celebrate this momentous occasion. I think I speak for myself and the entire class of 2025 when I say that this day would not be possible without all of you supporting us every step of the way. Now please join me in welcoming Superintendent Mark Noggle, who will address the class of 2025.
I'd like to welcome all of parents, friends, family, and especially our graduates of the class of 2025. This is a big day in your life, and I hope you enjoy everything that goes with it. And with that, let's get on with the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Noggle, for those kind words of welcome and encouragement. Please welcome to the stage Custer's very own class valedictorian, Quinn Littison.
Good afternoon. On behalf of my class, I'd like to start by saying thank you to everyone who came to see us graduate today. It means a lot to us, and we know that you're here today for one reason. You love us. We know you're rooting for us, and we want you to know that we feel your love and support. Love like that is all there really is, and we will carry it with us always. And as for us, the Custer High School class of 2025, we arrive here today at an important mile marker. It's been really nice traveling together this far. But now all of a sudden, this nice little country road we've been on forks in 71 different directions. Our parents and teachers have filled our tanks with the best fuel they have, all so that we'd be ready for this very day. But now it's up to us to decide what direction we want to point ourselves in. We decide where we want to go and how fast we want to try to get there. Some of us are thinking the interstate, and some have a slower, more scenic route in mind. Each of our roads is ours and ours alone. But one thing that is true for all of us is that we can't see what's beyond the horizon. The only thing we can really see is what's right here, right now. What's in the rear view is gone forever, and we can't yet see what's to come. All we have, really all we'll ever have, is what's right in front of us. I think we should be careful not to go so fast that we miss the beat. It would be a shame to be so focused on what's ahead that we don't get a good look at what's around us while we're actually there. Of course, we can think about what we want the road to be, and we can anticipate what it might look like. It's probably a good idea to have a map and a plan. Having a plan B wouldn't hurt either. But I think we need to keep an eye out for the side roads that feel right to us, even if they weren't part of the original plan. I hope we stay open to the idea that the detours might actually put us right where we're supposed to be. We should also remember that some folks are carrying a load that's heavier than it looks. Some maybe have a tire that's a little low, or maybe they have a taillight out. Some of us maybe just really need to clean our windshield. There are potholes, storms, and roadblocks waiting for all of us. We're all going to need a little luck and some help along the way. One thing that my dad says over and over is that there's twice as much ditch out there as there is road. Despite our best intentions, it can be easy to get off track. I think we should remember that when we see someone struggling. There really are a lot of ways to end up in the ditch. And in a lot of cases, it could just as easily be you down there. So, class of 2025, it's time to buckle up, keep our eyes on the road, and stay 10 and 2 on the wheel. Cheers to the road ahead and making the most of every mile. I hope your road leads you to a place that feels like home to you, and may the road long be your friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Quinn. That speech was very inspirational. Now on to today's special music, performed by the CHS Concert Choir. Featuring the CHS Choir seniors and under the direction of Ms. Hannah Remeyer. This piece, Thank You for the Music, arranged by Jerry Estes, is a song by the Swedish pop group ABBA, originally featured on the group's 5th studio album in 1978. This tuneful arrangement is the perfect way to celebrate the joys of music and how it brings people together.
I know it's special, in fact, I'm a wondered, how did it all start? Who found out that nothing can capture a heart like a melody can? Well, whoever it was, I'm a fan. So I say thank you for using the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask you honestly. Oh, honestly, what would I be? What would I be? So thanks for loving. So I say thank you for using, for giving it to me. I've been so lucky. I am the girl in golden hair. I want to sing it out to every heart. Thank you for using the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without it? I ask it honestly. Oh, honestly, what would I be? What would I be? So Lord, thanks for loving. So I say thank you for using, for giving it to me. So I say thank you for using, for giving it to
As a class, it is our honor to welcome back someone who has been a familiar and respected presence in our school community. As a former school resource officer, Matt Tramp not only helped to keep our school safe, but also build lasting connections with students and staff through his kindness, humor, and unwavering support. He has always been more than just a uniform. He's been a mentor, a role model, and a friend. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Matt Tramp to the stage as our commencement speaker.
The administration is going to be horrified that I have a 40-minute speech prepared, and probably so are you, but good afternoon, graduates. Good afternoon, families, friends, school board, and school staff. Class of 2025, it's really crazy to think that somehow, some way, we're already here. And don't take that in the way that I didn't think you would be here, but take it in a way of, it went by so fast. This class is extra special to me in the sense that they were my first DARE class in 5th grade. A bunch of little and rambunctious, very hilarious, and for sure awkward 5th graders. I truly am honored to be able to share this day honoring you and all of your accomplishments that you have made getting to this day in such a way as speaking to you now. As I was thinking through what I should say to you all today, I asked myself what I wish I would have better understood when I was in your shoes. What I mean by when I was in your shoes, I mean when I was stepping out into adulthood, stepping out on my own for the first time. What came to mind was this. What is the difference between being successful and being consequential? Now, everyone knows what it means to be successful. But what about being consequential? What does that mean to be consequential? Well, here's some words for you. Remarkable, noteworthy, meaningful, or significant. So the difference between being successful and being consequential is this. While a successful life is not inherently bad, by definition, it is focused on oneself. On the other hand, a consequential life is defined as being focused on others and does often incorporate one degree of success or another. Now, I want to use kind of an example as I talk through this. This is Kevin Carter. He was a professional photojournalist from South Africa. He was assigned to Sudan in the year 1993, and during that time there was great famine, and a lot of people were suffering and were dying there. At that time, there were an estimated 20 people per hour dying at the feeding center he was based at alone. So while he was there, he was trying to record what was taking place, and this is what he came back from Sudan with. This photo is ranked number 3 in the list of the 100 most influential historical pictures of all time. And in that list are pictures that all of you no doubt have even heard of, much less for sure have seen in books and in newspapers and such. And included in that list were pictures such as the flag raising at Iwo Jima. Included in that list were pictures like the VE or Victory Europe Day kiss in Times Square. Or the lunch atop a skyscraper where there's a group of men sitting on this I-beam hundreds of feet above the New York City skyline. In that list also was the falling man photo from the Twin Towers on 9/11. Kevin found a young starving child trying to make their way to a feeding center when a vulture landed and began to stalk this young child. So Kevin sat there and he waited an approximate 20-30 minutes while he waited for this bird to kind of open up its wings to give him the picture-perfect photograph for him to take. When the bird didn't open up its wings, he snapped this photo, shooed away the bird, and then continued on his way without providing any help to this child, never knowing for the rest of his life what happened to this child. You see, people coming into Sudan to cover the famine there were told not to touch anyone, as the risk of contracting a disease from those that were there suffering was so great. So he chose to be safe. Kevin chose to be safe and not take a personal risk and make a difference in the life of this one young child. Kevin ended up coming out of Sudan, winning a Pulitzer Prize for this exact photo. Having it headlined in the New York Times, it became one of the most iconic and influential photos of the century and even of all time. It won him a lot of money, and even more important, won him a lot of fame and notoriety. It brought Kevin everything that any photographer, professional or amateur alike, could ever dream of. In 1994, just 3 months after winning his Pulitzer, Kevin took his own life. Took his own life due to the weight of everything he had witnessed, largely what is documented in that photo that he brought back from Sudan. You see, Kevin had what any of us, from the outside looking in, he had what any of us would look at and say, wow, that is a successful life. He had the top awards for the people in his trade. He had money, he had fame. He was known throughout the photographer world for what he had done at that time. Yet he was still left empty. He was still left looking for more. Because success without consequence will always leave you looking, will always leave you digging for more. There's no true fulfillment and success that is wrapped up in yourself. You see, Kevin walked this exact same path where a very wise man named Solomon once walked. And he wrote about it, and this is what he said about it. He said, vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Or to be put in our own words, Solomon said, everything is like a vapor. Everything is like a mist. Everything is like a breath. It's here and then it's gone. He goes on to write, Solomon that is, goes on to write that he sought every area of life. In every area of life he sought meaning. He sought meaning in hard work. He sought meaning in great riches, unlike anyone in this room could ever dream of. In fame. In chasing everything in life that might be fun. And the list goes on. And his conclusion after chasing everything imaginable to find meaning in his life is this. The end of the matter. All has been heard. Meaning he's searched out every area of life. And this is what he says. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So he comes to this conclusion that all else is vanity. All else is just here and gone. And you can look around in this room, and people who have been around for any more than a few decades recognize that. Because time just keeps going on faster and faster and faster, and pretty soon you don't know where it went. He comes to the conclusion that all else is vanity. All else is a fleeting vapor that's here and very quickly gone if one does not love and follow after God and obey his word. So after over a number of years now, working as an EMT, working in law enforcement, working as a chaplain, working as a pastor, doing these different jobs that really put me in close contact with death. I've been with a lot of people in their last minutes as they take their last breath. And you know what I've never heard someone say? Man, Matt, I really wish I was more successful. Or, hey, Matt, I really wish I would have made more money that I could have spent. No. It's always something in one form or the next that centers on this. Love people better while you can. Because that's what has actual consequence. And leaves an actual impression on those that you are around. Not your riches, not your success. In today's realm of constantly shifting definitions and meanings, I feel like we have time well spent to stop and quickly define what it actually means to love one another. Looking for different definitions of what love is, what real love is. The best definition, I believe, is written by a man named Paul, and this is what he says. It's a great explanation of what love is. And he says, love is patient and love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It is not arrogant. And love is not rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable, and it's not resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things. Love never ends. While definitions are surely helpful and informative and even critical, it often helps us to have an example laid out for us to see how that definition really fleshes out, really plays out. The best definition of this kind of love, this kind of unending and uncompromising, this unconditional love is found in Jesus. We're told that he was despised, he was rejected by men, and he was well acquainted with sorrow, with grief. But despite all that, he carried our sorrows and was pierced and was crushed for our transgressions. And he brought peace through that act of love and obedience on the cross to those who viewed him as an enemy. This one act of love at great cost to himself is what has provided a pathway to the right relationship between us and God. So look, just before writing his definition of love, Paul writes this. He says that even though someone might have the ability to see ahead and know what's going to take place in time to come, even though someone might have the ability to move mountains by their mere word, even though someone might have all the knowledge that there is to ever have. They are literally nothing if they don't have love. They're found to be wholly inconsequential if they don't have love. Class of 2025, never forget, you're each loved dearly. You have value that is infinite. Value that is infinite, not based on your success or lack thereof. Rather, value that is based on the one who made you. You're created to be consequential, not a mere incomplete story of personal success. Go. Be successful. Go and work hard and be successful. But never stop seeking to be consequential. Never stop seeking to care for and to love others well. I'll tell you, you love Jesus and you love and seek to serve people, you're well on your way to being a consequential person. Thank you all.
Thank you, Officer Trea, for that speech and for all that you have done for us. We are so appreciative of your work in the Custer School District. Now, Senior Riley Hurden, along with Bella Fuller, have taken the time to collect and compose a senior slideshow under the direction of Miss Alexa Winkler. This took a lot of hard work and dedication, so thank you, Riley, Bella, and Miss Winkler, for making this slideshow for all of us. With that being said, this is the last time I will be standing up here talking to all of you. Custer High School, thank you for letting me serve as your student body president. It has been a great honor and pleasure to be Master of Ceremonies this afternoon. So good luck, seniors, as you embark on this new adventure. I could not have asked for better classmates or friends. And thank you all for being here and supporting us today. I hope you enjoy our past memories.
My favorite memory at CHS is all of the friends that I've made.
My favorite memory is senior year activities.
My favorite memory is basketball.
My favorite memory from CHS was either prom last year or going to host a national last year with my friends.
My favorite memory from Custer High School is hosting homecoming lip sync.
My favorite memory is hanging out with my friends.
What are our plans for after high school? So me and Kate, we've thought about this quite a bit, and he's got a plan set in motion.
I'm gonna go to college, get my degree, get a job, work for about 10 years, and then we're gonna buy a store in Hawaii. It's a surf shop slash knitting and sewing.
So what we're gonna do is all that stuff and live on the beach and just live off the fat of the land.
Yeah, it's always been our passion. So we'd like to pursue that.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Ms. Winkler, for that wonderful slideshow. Thank you very much, Riley, Bella, and Ms. Winkler, for again putting that slideshow and the memories video together. It's now time for the announcement of honors. We will first announce the Regent Scholars. This class had 34 Regent Scholars, which is about half of the class. In the past 10 years, this is the largest group of students receiving this honor for a graduating class. Graduating seniors with a cumulative grade point average of no less than a 3.0 and who have completed the following courses with a grade no lower than a C will be awarded an additional Regent Scholar Diploma issued by the South Dakota Board of Regents. 4 credits of English, 4 credits of math, 4 credits of science, 3 credits of social science, 2 credits of foreign language or CPE or a combination of both, and 1 credit of fine arts. Students, at this time, please stand and remain standing until all names have been read. Please hold your applause until we are finished reading all the names. This is the class of 2025 Regent Scholars. McKenna Allen. Tayson Barnes. Brooklyn Bennett. Taylor Bland. Connor Bloom. Carter Boyster. Tyler Cooper. Dylan Frank. Kata Hannes. Torin Knight. Caitlin Lappy. Jordan Larson, Kincaid Lehman, Quinn Lewison, Kira Licken, Ava Marie Miller, Echo Nagy, Sonia Olson, Kenley Parker, Aiden Petz, Kylie Polsher, Jacob Shu, Sky Schultz, Roland Solacek, Ashlyn Snyder, Sienna Stiefel, Maya Tennyson, Jordan Uphoff, Juliana Uphoff, Kyle Virtue, Trayton Weiss, Jackson Wiles, Olivia Wilkins, and Shauna Zocker. Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated.
Next up, we've got the Academic Excellence Awards. This class had 20 students the weighted GPA of 4.0 or better, which speaks volumes to how hard this class worked academically. At this time, I'll announce those students who had a 4.0 or better throughout their high school career. Students, please stand and remain standing until all names have been read. Class of 2025 4.0 and above students: McKenna Allen, Brooke Bennett, Taylor Bland, Connor Bloom, Tyler Cooper, Dylan Frank, Kata Hannes, Caitlin Lappy, Jordan Larson, Quinn Lewison, Kira Licken, Echo Nagy, Sonia Olson, Kylie Polsher, Sky Schultz, Ashley Snyder, Juliana Uphoff, Kyle Virtue, Jackson Wiles, and Olivia Wilkins. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. At Custer High School, we recognize the top 5, but this year we had a tie, so we'll recognize the top 7 ranking students. Please make your way to the front of the stage as I announce your names in alphabetical order. McKenna Allen, Connor Bloom, Dylan Frank, Caitlin Lappy, Jordan Larson, our salutatorian, Kata Hannes, and lastly, our valedictorian, Quinn Lewison. These are your Academic Excellence Award winners for the class of 2025. Please give them a round of applause. Please be seated. It is now time to present the students with their diplomas. Names will be read by Assistant Principal Joey Kortemeyer.
What a privilege this is for me to get to read these graduates' names one more time. First up, McKenna Allen. Ethan Bader. Keith Benedict. Keith is not in attendance today. Brooklyn Bennett. Before Brooklyn, why don't we get Tayson Barnes? Tayson Barnes. Now Brooklyn Bennett. Tegan Berg. Taylor Bland. Connor Bloom. Tyler Cooper. Karani Cuevas. Liam Dillon. Cody Durkis. Avery Dorrance. Joseph Epler. Joey is not in attendance today. Reed Fortune. Dylan Frank. Lane Geisner. Coulter Gerard. Ender Gosser. Kana Hannes. Brandon Hansen. Brandon is not in attendance today. Lakota Hardheart. Riley Hurtig. Tanner Jackson. Torin Knight. River Lucina. Caitlin Lappy. Jordan Larson. Kincaid Lehman. Quinn Lewison. Rhett Lowe. Kira Licken. Isaiah Martinez. Ava Maria Miller. Ethan O'Connor. Sonia Olson. Connor Owens. Kenley Parker. Zane Peterson. Aiden Petz. Lane Poper. Kylie Pulsher. Leighton Sander. Reed Softley. Reed is currently serving in the U.S. Army and is not present today. Isaiah Sabry. Jacob Shu. Sky Schultz. Tyron Scott. Roland Sedlacek. Ava Smith. Ashlyn Snyder. Sienna Stiefel. Carter Tennyson. Maya Tennyson. Callan Thomas. Tyler Tran. Jordan Uphoff. Juliana Uphoff. Kyle Virtue. Jordan Watkins. Garrett Wyan. Trey Weiss. Miles. Olivia Wilkins. Daniel Williams. Jacob Wasney. Shauna Zucker. Graduates, I've known most of you since you were missing teeth or carrying backpacks bigger than you were, or asking maybe for extra recess. Watching you grow into the incredible young adults you are today has been one of the greatest joys of my career. Go out and make us proud. Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Congratulations, graduates.
All right, graduates, please stand. Kind of at the end here, some of you made it a little closer than it needed to be, but we think we got her done for most of you. Well, into the world, as Mr. Tramp said, lead a consequential life. Do great things, come back and visit us from time to time at CHS, and may God bless you on your journey. Custer Superintendent Mark Noggle, Custer School Board of Education, Custer community, as well as family and friends in attendance today, I present you the graduating class of 2025. Now time to participate in the time-honored tradition, moving your tassels from right to left. This concludes our commencement ceremony. Please give the graduates one final round of applause as they make their way out of the armory, while the band performs our director under the direction of Ms. Catherine